Since he can't fly, Mash simply stands still on the ground. Tom comes telling him that he promised to be number one, but Mash denies it. Tom then states he lacks bamboo, and explains that bamboo is strong and can survive any climate. Tom then realizes he forgot to tell him the Duelo game rules. They are fighting over the control of the ball midair and pass it through a ring for points. They are forbidden form using magic, and it's all about broom technique. Before returning to his team, Tom explains that he put everything on Duelo, which is why he recruited Mash. Tom flies up, but another player crashes into him, acting it was an accident and making Tom fall to the ground. Tom has broken a bone and asks the player where is his sportsmanship. However, the player doesn't care about that, but only for the win. Dorm has taken a good lead of 40 points over Adler Dorm. Tom tells Mash that winning isn't important, but that they give it their all. Since they are 6 players versus 4, Lang continues to increase their lead to 50 points. Mash gets annoyed and takes his broom. He then jumps and floats in the air, surprising everyone that he can fly, but in reality, he is just moving his legs fast to stay in the air. He requests the ball, and as he gets it, people wonder what he will do it with from such a large distance. Mash then makes a powerful throw and scores. The ball then spins and returns back to Mash. He continues to throw it, again and again, scoring 999 points versus Lang's 60 points, and wins the game for Adler. Mash and the team receive a silver coin. After the game, Tom hugs Mash, telling him that he has grew up to be a strong bamboo and is happy. The next day, Tom comes to pick up Mash for Duelo practice. Lemon also comes, wanting to study with Mash. However, Mash doesn't want to do anything with them and asks Finn for help, but he acts asleep. Lance Ground shows up, stating that it seems Mash is having fun and wonders if he can join. Lemon recognizes him as the student who ranked first at the entrance exam. Mash states he isn't having fun, and Lance then suggests they do something that is fun. Lance then takes out an ancient bottle, stating it's a special magical tool. As he opens it, Tom, Lemon and Finn are sucked and trapped inside the bottle. He then tells Mash that if he wants them back, he should come to the forest next to the owl hut, and teleports away. Mash finds Lance in the forest. Lance guesses that Mash is after the coins and shows that he has 2 silver coins. Tom is surprised as he thought that only select number of upperclassmen had them. Seeing that Lance has 2 lines of his face, Tom guesses he is bad news. Majority of the people in the world are single-line magic users. However, there are rare exceptions with more lines. The double-line magic users are 1 in 100,000, and are considered to be chosen by magic itself. Lance tells Mash that they will bet each other's silver coin in a match. Lance knows that having Mash friends is in his favor, although he doesn't need a handicap. During the exam, Mash was too soft and prioritized someone else over his own goals. Lance is sure he can't lose to someone like that. Mash agrees, and Lance then uses Graviole to clear the area. Rigro and Brad were nearby and heard the noise that Lance's magic made. Mash attempts to punch Lance, however he Graviole again, pinning Mash to the ground and wondering if he is seriously trying to beat him without using magic. Mash attempts to stand up, but as he is still under Graviole, a gravity magic, Lance tells him he won't be able to. However, Mash states he can do enough without standing. He then punches the ground and pulls out long roots. Magic Lance stop his magic and jump backwards. Mash then attempts to punch Lance again, who again uses Graviole. However, Mash manages to withstand it and proceeds with the punch. Lance dodges it, but is surprised that Mash is now faster. Mash attempts to punch him again, but as Lance dodges, he only manages to knock off his pendant. Checking it, Mash sees a picture of a young girl and assumes that Lance is a lolicon. Lance denies it and explains that he has a sister complex, and asks for his pendant back, which Mash returns, although he notes that isn't much better either. Lance asks Mash what is the most important thing in the world. After thinking for a few seconds, Mash tries to say cream puffs, but Lance interrupts him, stating he is wrong. Mash then guesses human life, love, freedom, but Lance keeps telling him he is wrong and gets annoyed that he can't state the obvious answer. Mash then asks him the same question and Lance states that the most important thing in the world is his little sister. However, Mash states that people seem to have different priorities. Lance heads to a cliff and prepares to drop the bottle, noting that he will speed its fall with his magic. Mash will attempt to save it, but Lance will then attack him. Lance is ready to be demonic to his sister's sake. Lance drops the bottle and uses graviole. He then wonders what Mash will do, but sees that he had taken some of his clothes off. Mash then uses hamstring magic, which is a spell Lance has never heard of before. Mash then casts Big Bang Dash, noting that the choice of losing and the choice of not rescuing doesn't exist for him. He then runs down the hill and returns in few seconds holding the bottle. Lance can't believe it and wonders if he is using physical enhancement magic. Mash then states he thinks they should stop and not fight, as Lance doesn't feel like a bad guy, since the bottle is fake and it's empty. Mash then quickly approaches Lance and searches him, finding the real bottle. Lance wonders why he wants them to stop as he can win silver coins, and Mash explains that he is too clumsy to make rational decisions about everything. Lance is reminded of his sister's words and agrees that they stop. He leaves, but states that he did made a bet with him and gives Mash a silver coin. Mash then releases Tom, Lemon and Finn, but as they annoy him, he regrets not doing it after he returns to the academy.